Joining us is a man, a broadcaster, talk show host, and businessman, Robert Amar. Pleasant good evening to you, Mr. Amar.
Good evening, Mikee. How are you going? How is the weather treating you?
A lot better hearing your voice, I must say, my friend. A lot is taking place, and I'm glad to know that you are out and about. June 15th, UNC internal elections. You're vying for position, Deputy Political Leader. First off, why?
I think, Mikey, I have the experience. I'm 71 years old. A lot of people think that that number is a number for you to go into the past year. I think it's a number for you to start because at this stage of my life, I only have my country to serve. And the country is in a mess. Listening to the Minister of National Security, the country really in a mess. So I think the important thing is for me to use the wealth of experience I have gained over the last 50 years and bring it and put it to good use with the hope that Trinidad and Tobago sees it the way I see it. We need a better TNT, as you say. We need to live better.
You know, Robert, I've had these conversations and interviews. David Lee was on, Barry Padarat. And of course, we can go on and on about all the social ills, all the issues. But what's quite interesting here, one would think that there are people who would be laser focused and have an understanding that united, we can accomplish what we need to accomplish. And that is, of course, for all citizens to live better. Why? And according to the words of the opposition leader, UNC leader, she said, this is the first time I have seen so many outside groups and parties attempting to harass UNC members.
Well, I don't know if it is about harassing UNC members more than it is about setting up yourself by putting up slates. When you put slates up, you continue along the paradigm of totalitarian leadership. I mean, from where I sit, this is an internal election that is for choosing the best persons available that present themselves to the political party to serve in the interest first of the party and to develop the party with the prospect of serving the citizenry at large. This is the incubator. I put it to you that way because we need to first build an institution that respects itself, and then that institution will be able to represent the interests of what they have built within themselves, like, for instance, looking after the senior citizens and the children of the country, like looking at the issues of dealing with AI and digitization, like dealing with the issue of communication within the complete structure of the party. Those are the things we need to fix. Because with that fix, if you could fix at home, then you could, you could play abroad. In the sense you could deal with the rest of the country. And I think the party needs some kind of focus, as you say, laser focus. I am going to be that voice of reasoning if I get the opportunity to serve as a deputy political leader, because you need somebody inside of there that sees it the way that it should be, but to work with the people who are inside to get them to the point that they want to go without having, slewing of character and fighting one another.
And that's the point I was getting at there, coming at you with next. I mean, it's all fair and good for everyone. I mean, we are all here to agree to disagree. And it's not just what you do, but it's how you do it as well. Going about pursuing this, should one take the path of being disrespectful, trying to destabilize, looking for kinks in the armor of the leader, or rather putting forward something that people can gravitate to and say, this, I believe, suits best for our interests?
Well, again, the leader is the leader. The leader's position is not up for election. We have to be focusing on, not the leader right now, we have to be focusing on what's in the best interest of the development of the institution. The UNC is the institution. So when I see some people who have disrespected the leader, like Anita Haynes, for instance, that went out there and said she applied for a day off, and I'm asking myself, does she think she's working for herself? She works for a political organization that has a leader, and you have to respect the leader. And, I'm worried because you know very well we delivered a letter to the Auditor General. I see Mr. Parry talking, and then on the next side, I hear him saying, he respects the Auditor General so much, and he's so happy of the action she took. But he was in the Parliament on the day, and he was aware that he was supposed to be there. So where are we heading? I mean, I want to definitely believe that we have to focus on the things that are important. And that, again, Mikey, is children, senior citizens, the issue of artificial intelligence and digitization, the issue of community and the building, the focusing on family and family life. Because, hey, within the party, we have all of that. We need to fix that. We need to make the people in the party feel welcome. That's my rule. That's what I hope I'll be able to engender, to bring, to put into the public space, because I've been doing that for years on my radio program, on the radio program that I have. Yeah. And if we could get there, Mike, I think we will see a change in the country. Everything begins inside. Let's fix the inside.
And let me ask you this. As you know, in politics, there are so many different narratives, and people are going to throw their jabs because, you know, they believe that once they can hinder you, they can get they can get the spotlight. They will try their best to out your candle with the hopes of theirs shining brighter. So a lot of things are always said about individuals. But I want to ask you straight up, and for those who are locked on, those who are viewing and listening, who is Robert Amar?
Robert Amar is a patriot first. Robert Amar has been in the vineyards. Robert Amar has been looking at the interests of the country. Robert Amar has been developing things and using them for the purpose of the betterment of Trinidad and Tobago, including the Kiskili Caravan. Robert Amar has been involved in the arts, in the entertainment industry from the beginning of my taking over from my father. Robert Amar is a visionary. Robert Amar is a leader. Robert Amar takes risks with calculated risk. Robert Amar is a true patriot, wanting to see a better Trinidad and Tobago so we all could live better.
And on a personal note, when you hear a lot of these things that are said, whether against you or as far as the process of making things better, how does that make you feel on a personal level?
On a personal level, I'm pained at times when people make statements that they cannot support. You know, there are a lot of people who come and make derogatory statements, but ask them to bring the evidence or bring facts to support what they say. They can't do it. It's just a misinformation. It's what they believe, it's what they think. Am I pained? Yes. Am I hurt? Yes. Am I disappointed? No. Am I going to fight to change that? Absolutely, because the people of Trinidad and Tobago deserves honesty, integrity, and, of course, compassion and caring. And that's the traits that have been passed on to me by my father, and that's the traits that I will continue to hand down in the society that I have an opportunity to serve.
And at the age of 71, you still believe that the best is yet to come with what Robert Amar has to offer. Is that correct?
Well, we had to ask Cambridge University that. I think I saw a report from them saying that when you get to the age of 70, now you're both sides of your brain that start to work. So I think I have another 20 years ahead of me. So listen, I'm going to give it the best shot I could give it. Plus the years of experience. But Michael, you go take away that.
1 minute to go. 1 minute to go, Robert. Please tell the UNC members June 15th, Robert Amar. Go right ahead.
Right. To you, the elected members who are voting in the upcoming internal election, listen, you have three options. Make me one. Give me the opportunity to serve. Show me that you have been paying attention, because all I'm asking you to do is to think. We are heading in the same direction, at least I am, and I hope that you support me on the 15th by going out there and vote for me. I am the symbol that is blank, is a white. I'm the peacemaker. So check out for me, Robert Amar, in the internal elections on the 15th. Vote for the blank. That's me, the white spot.
Thank you so much, Robert. Keep up the good work. Best of luck to you and your entire team, my friend.
Thanks a lot. Enjoy. Bye.
Same to you.